With the world in lockdown, there's never been a better time for there to be new anime to watch. It's great news then, because the new anime season is starting this week, with the first episodes of the first few series already aired, and the rest coming over the next few weeks. As ever, I'm going to do my best to let you know whether or not they're good, whether or not they're trash, and whether or not you should give a damn about them. And if you disagree with me, let me know in the comments, because, as ever, this is the 2020 Spring Anime Preview, from a different perspective. Art takes us back to 16th century Italy, the birthplace of the Renaissance era of art. But art isn't named for the art itself, it's named for our main character, who also is called Art. Art with an E. Well, Art is a beautiful young lady. She's a noble. Her father's passed away, and her mother is trying to get her to marry some kind of male suitor. She, however, wants nothing of it. There's no guys good enough for her, and she's got her own love, painting and drawing. Now her mother's got none of that nonsense in time for her. She's going to get married, marry some handsome and rich person to live a life she's lived all this time. Art can be a hobby, but shouldn't get in the way of becoming a good wife. Now our main character Art wants nothing of this to be done. She wants to just do art. And so one day she leaves home and takes her art with her, trying to become an apprentice. Now, bear in mind, this is 16th century Italy. A woman doesn't just become an apprentice to someone. There's gender roles here. Men have got to be artists. Women have got to be housewives, mothers, carers. A woman cannot do art. It's purely male only. However, Art wants nothing to do with this. She wants to be the artist, and so she goes around every single artist studio, every single art atelier, and says, look, I want to be an apprentice. And understandably, she gets kicked out. Kicked to a curb. No women are allowed here. Go home. Until one point, this one guy says, yeah, show us what you got. Now this guy is a guy called Leo. And he sees the art, sees something there, but again, who would take on a woman as an apprentice in this age? So he, not wanting to say no to her, gives her an impossible task. Prepare to me 20 fully prepared wooden blocks to paint on within a day. Now, it would normally take somebody a day to do even 5 of them, but she manages it somehow. She's asleep on the floor, having done all the work, but she's done it. And so, reluctantly, he said yes. Now, this anime has a whole lot in common with a lot of other anime, especially historic anime, where gender roles were a lot more locked in. Art is going to be forced into a world with only men, and she's a woman. And so there's going to be loads of gender problems there. There's probably going to be some kind of romance interest in her as well. It's just a type of anime it is really, but all in all, it's about Art finding a way in her new world of art. Now this type of show does rely on its main character. And Art is a very, very interesting, very likeable young female lead. She's headstrong, she's confident, but she's not a tomboy. She still maintains her femininity, despite all this pushing forward to be an artist. And I like that about her. Now I do recommend this one, especially if you like this type of anime. If you want something more action orientated, probably skip it. But if you want to give it a try, give it a try. It's airing over at Funimation. Next up comes Gala and Dino, an anime about a gal and a dino who are roommates. Yep, that's about all I've got about this one. So, this gal is just a very typical gal. There's nothing special about her. This dinosaur is a weird looking dinosaur thing. There's a couple of 2-minute segments where there's literally nothing happening other than waiting for ramen to get prepared. It's random, it's sporadic. There's no real structure. And halfway through, they replay the entire anime just in real life with a gal played by a businessman. Now if you're getting hints of Pop Team Epic here, then you're not the only one. This one reminds me a hell of a lot of the randomness of Pop Team Epic. I may even say it's even more random in Pop Team Epic, only less memes. This one's not going to light the internet on fire like Pop Team Epic did, but it's clear they have a similar thought process and similar animation behind it. And in fact, yeah, the director's actually the same guy who did Pop Team Epic. Now, I can't recommend Gala because I didn't like it. I don't think it's a good anime. But I'm still going to say watch it anyway, because you honestly need to experience this. You haven't really experienced anything until you experience Gala, because minutes and a half hour you're not going to get back in your life. And I'm sure you probably could do better things at half hour. But you need to watch it. If you do want to watch it, it's over at Funimation. We've gone 5 minutes without an isekai, so clearly the next anime must be an isekai series, and you know what? It is. Welcome to My Next Life as a Villainess, All Routes Lead to Doom. You can tell it's an isekai because it says My Next Life, and the title is longer than it needs to be. Not going to complain, because this is an awesome title. Some anime have got really dull and boring titles. This one is actually quite amusing. My Next Life as a Villainess and All Routes Lead to Doom. And it actually tells you what's going on, because our main character, Katarina Kleiss, is resurrected after dying as a 17-year-old otaku girl, and she doesn't realise she's been resurrected. And where's she been resurrected? In another world. Not just any other world, the world of a game, Fortune Lover. A game she loved to play when she was alive as a human. Now, Fortune Lover was an otome game, where you as a main character have to try and date one of a bunch of different male lead characters. However, Katarina is not the main character of that world. Katarina is a villainess. She's the person who's going to try and foil your plans in the game. But Katarina has been resurrected as Katarina, and so she knows what's in her stock for her. Now, in the best ending, she gets exiled. Yeah, so that's not exactly a great thing. In a bad ending, she gets killed. No matter which ending happens, no matter how the protagonist finishes her life, no matter who she picks and goes out with, Katarina's life is doomed to either be over, be exiled, be ruined, whatever's happening, Katarina's life is going downhill. However, knowing this, she knows that she can try and avoid it. She's going to try and follow the strange, mysterious path to try and find that one possible true ending, where the bad guy doesn't actually lose, and that she can actually live and be happy going forward in life. Now, the anime plays off quite interestingly. I mean, Katarina, we see young Katarina here. She's not grown up like she is in the opening credits, it seems. But Katarina's very much a lovable main character. She's kind of got a minxy nature about her. She plots, she's cunning, but she's cute, and she does it in amusing ways. And no matter what she tries, things just keep going online to where the game is going to end, which will have her dying, or being exiled, or her life's leading to doom regardless. So will Katarina find her way forward? Or will the story progress as she fears? Who knows? I for one will be following this one because I'm watching this and I'm laughing at it. I like the look of a main character. The other characters look interesting as well. If you've got any kind of problem with these isekai series, you can feel free to skip it. I won't be. It's airing over at Crunchyroll on Saturdays. Whenever I see Doga Kobo appear on the anime scheduling, I'm always interested. There have been quite a few shows that I've animated which I've liked, and they generally seem to be quite consistent in quality. I often go for stuff which appeals to me. Normally we like fluffy stuff, like Umaru-chan, but occasionally they come out with something different. A few years ago they did Tada Never Falls in Love, and this season they've come out with Sing Yesterday for me, a romance drama type anime, which goes against a light and fluffy aspect they normally do. But if they go for it the same sort of quality they go with light and fluffy stuff, like they did with Tadakun, then I'm all for this one because it looks interesting and like the studio. But how did the actual anime play out? The good news is, quite well. Our main character is a university graduate, Rikuo, who is down and out of his luck, hasn't got a job, or he has, it's a part-time job at a convenience store, hasn't really made anything of himself, he doesn't know what he wants to do. He's outside feeding the crows some of the leftovers, which aren't actually edible by human consumption, but is accosted by a young girl who asks for some of the scraps as well. And this young girl, Haru, is, to put simply, a raven-haired beauty. She's got weird, wild hair. Short hair, dark, played out. And she immediately appeals to what I like to look at when I look at the character. She's a character which kind of appeals to me. So of course I'm going to be cheering for her, aren't I? What makes them interesting, Haru, she has a crow on her shoulder. She's got a pet crow who goes with her wherever she goes. A bit of a weird character trait, but hey, it suits her. Later on in the episode, we're introduced to Rikuo's crush, his former university classmate, Shinako, who has made a life for herself. She's now become a teacher. Now, he still likes her. I don't know whether or not she likes him. I suspect she probably does, but she's not willing to show it, for whatever reason. And eventually, when he decides to confess, she turns him down. She says, "We can still be friends, can't we?" She doesn't actually say no, she says, "We can still be friends." Maybe she's not too sure about it either. And so we enter into this weird love triangle where Haru clearly has feelings for our main character. Our main character clearly has feelings for Shinako. And it's giving this drama of them learning what they need to do. Haru's left school, and she was a student at Shinako's class. Shinako wants to know why Haru left school, wants to bring her back into school. I've no idea what's going to happen, but I'm going along for the ride of this one. It's got so much intrigue and so much interest, but I just want to find out what happens, especially to Haru, because, as I say, she's a definite cutie. If you're interested in finding out what Sing Yesterday to Me is about, you can join me watching it over at Crunchyroll. The season has officially started then, with the first 4 shows looked at. I'm going to look at 4 more next time and let you know what I think of them. But what did you think? Let me know in the comments. And join me next time for more reviews. And join me on Twitch for live streams. But thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.